Hey boys and girls. All right, so today, doing something different, kind of. Sometimes you just have a hankering for prime rib, every day, pretty much, for me. But you don't want to do a whole roast. You got time to do a whole roast, things like that. So, when I butcher up my ribeye roast, sometimes I do this. Cut back the bone, leave it attached, French it off a little bit. Cut a nice little 2.5 inch, nice little piece of meat right there. So what we're gonna do is we are going to treat it just like we do prime rib. I'm going to garlic or butter crust it, rub it, all that other good stuff. And I'm gonna throw it in, sear it off, same procedure. So, and then you have mini prime rib half the time. And if you're real hungry, just for you, you know what I mean? So, let's get to it. So what we're gonna do is we have some thyme. Here, let me move you over. Let's do this. Let's do this. We have some thyme, rosemary, oregano, basil, dill, garlic, and salted sweet cream butter. So, we're just going to do rough chop on these, kind of ball it up a little bit, get through it. Same thing with the rosemary. You want to leave some texture to them, because otherwise they won't build that beautiful little crust on the outside. So we're just gonna keep them honest, you know what I mean? Basil, chiffonade it, roll her up. It's nice. Oh man, one of them must have had a little moisture on it. That's all right. We can work with it. And thyme, again, just a little rough cross cut on that. So, you see me? You got me. All right. So, what we're going to do, first, we're going to toss our garlic in there. This is about 4 cloves, 4 small cloves. Don't really need much since the steak is little. Throw our dill in there. Try not to cut my finger off. These bad boys are sharp. Some oregano. Our basil. Nasty looking basil. Man, that upsets me. Oh well. Our thyme. And our rosemary. Oh, missed a little dill. And we got little S&P, about a tablespoon of S&P, 2 tablespoons of coarse black pepper, a tablespoon of chopped garlic, tablespoon of chopped onion, 2 teaspoons of granulated garlic, 2 teaspoons of granulated onion, tablespoon of ancho chili powder, tablespoon of parsley, teaspoon of coriander, and a tablespoon of oregano, and a teaspoon of red hot chili. Mixed up nice. I'm gonna throw about a teaspoon in there. Doesn't need much. Glove up. Get all these guys to know each other. Mix everything up real good. Just like that. All right, so now we're gonna bring this Little piece of meat into the picture. And I'm not gonna use any binder. It's not gonna be needed because I'll be hitting it with butter anyway, so we're just gonna press it all in there. Give her some love. Don't be afraid. It's a big boy.
Motion detected at the front door.
Press her all in there real nice. The other side. Got to get our edges. Any of the oh man, the word's escaping me. The silverish skin, it's on the outside of the fat. I always cut that off, so, because that stuff's relentless. There's a big word for it. I just don't remember what it is at the moment. Make sure we get our bone side here. We want it flavored and crust all the way around this bad boy. Wife is out of town tonight, so what that means is that baby's all mine, all mine. So, all right, so now we got it rubbed up. We're gonna give it some butter love. We're gonna press it in there nice. Don't get too crazy, otherwise it's really hard to spread the butter, but gotta get it in there. You want it to adhere enough and give enough penetration to where once it starts melting, which will be relatively quickly, but it will form a crust, especially with the herbs. That's why there is so many herbs in it. And that's what you want. Because once it does that, it's just fantastic. And everything just kind of cooks right into that meat. It's a good day, you know what I mean? Nothing like having a quick prime rib on demand, you know? It's living right there, boys and girls. Try to do that a little bit gently. Now the one side that I'm gonna start cooking it on, I'm gonna keep it a little bit light because it will cook in, but the side that's gonna be on the rack, you just want it to cook in there. You don't want a whole bunch of it. All it does is melt and just make a huge mess, so. And believe me, you'll have enough flavor over all of it, so. And that's it right there, boys and girls. That's what we got. So I'm gonna put that bad boy in there. I'm gonna put her in the fridge and just let it chill out. Not too long. Oh, I should mention, I brought the meat to room temperature first. Because you only need about 30, 35 minutes for that butter to really set up. It kind of makes a cocoon around it, you know? But you don't want your beef super cold in the center. So I like to bring it up to room temperature, right there around anyway. Do this, put it back in the fridge for 30, then it doesn't affect. You know, it's usually right around 60 degrees, something like that, when I go to pull it out and toss it on the grill. So that way I have a nice chill on my butter cocoon and my meat's not so cold in the center. So I'm gonna throw that in there and then we're gonna get it on the pit. Let's fire it up. So we're gonna do a blend today. We're gonna do some oat. And some char hickory. See? turn you over here, actually, what we're doing. Them bad boys in there. Give them a spin. Beautiful. It's fired up. All right, so I'm gonna let that go. I'm gonna do 325. Sorry, scratch that, 300. And gonna toss her on there, bring her up to about 115, 120 or so. Then I'm gonna sear it out, and then we're gonna eat it. So, all right, let's let that warm up. All right, let's do this. Got my damper all the way in. Concentrate the heat over here for searing later. So I'm just gonna do this. That's a wrap. So, instead, I'm gonna let that go. I don't know, shouldn't take too long. It's a little bit thick, but maybe 45 minutes. So, like I said, I'll bring it around to the 115, 120 mark and sear it off. I like my prime rib finished at about 130, maybe a couple inches higher, a couple of degrees higher, not a big deal. So, that's it. Now we're gonna let it roll. Let's soak in some smoke, get some flavor. We'll be back. All right. Check it out. Get you in here. Oh man. It's looking good. It's definitely about 130. Sexy. All right. All right, time to rest it. Give it about 10 minutes while I get everything else finished up. Then we're gonna dig in. So, cut it up.
Motion detected at the front door.